The Philippines, known as the Pearl of the Orient Seas, dazzles with its natural beauty and the warmth of its people. Yet beneath this vibrant surface lies a persistent question. Why does poverty endure in a nation so rich in potential? Millions of Filipinos still struggle daily, even as the economy grows. The gap between rich and poor is stark. Luxury towers rise beside sprawling slums. Overseas Filipino workers, hailed as heroes, send lifelines home, but their exodus highlights the lack of opportunities at home. Economic growth often fails to reach the poorest, leaving many behind. What are the roots of this paradox? Why has the Philippines lagged while its neighbors surged ahead? To understand, we must look to the nation's history. Centuries of colonization, war, and political turmoil have left deep scars. These events shaped institutions and culture, creating a system difficult to change. In this video, we'll explore the challenges, corruption, weak systems, and more that dim the pearl's shine. Let's uncover why the Philippines' promise remains unfulfilled. Corruption in the Philippines is deeply rooted, dating back to the Spanish colonial era. Power and public office became tools for personal gain, a mindset that persisted long after independence. Political dynasties emerged, concentrating wealth and influence within a few families. Genuine reformers struggled to break into this closed system. The Marcos era marked the peak of grand-scale corruption, draining billions and crippling the economy. Even after democracy's return, corruption morphed into new forms: bribery, embezzlement, and ghost projects. Public trust eroded as resources meant for development vanished. This cycle of corruption weakens institutions and keeps the nation from progressing. The heavy chain of corruption continues to hold the Philippines back. Breaking it is essential for real change. In the mid-20th century, the Philippines was a rising star in Asia, even outpacing neighbors like Singapore and Malaysia. Manila was cosmopolitan, the economy promising. But while the Philippines stumbled through instability and corruption, its neighbors forged ahead. Singapore, under Lee Kuan Yew, prioritized clean governance, education, and infrastructure, transforming into a global hub. Malaysia leveraged resources and long-term planning to build prosperity. Both nations invested in people and created stable environments for growth. Today, Singapore is among the world's richest. Malaysia is thriving, and the Philippines lags behind. The contrast is stark, a lesson in the power of vision and discipline. While others built strong foundations, the Philippines was caught in cycles of short-term thinking. Their success shows what could have been and what's still possible. Singapore and Malaysia's rise wasn't luck, it was strategy. They built strong, stable institutions and cracked down on corruption from the start. Merit, not connections, drove opportunity. Both invested heavily in education, preparing their people for modern economies. They attracted foreign investment by ensuring stability and the rule of law. Long-term planning and consistent policies gave businesses confidence. National discipline and a shared vision united their people. These choices fueled growth and prosperity. The Philippines, by contrast, struggled with instability and shifting policies. Systemic corruption remains the Philippines' heaviest anchor. Stolen public funds mean fewer bridges, poorer schools, and lost opportunities for the poor. Extreme inequality concentrates wealth and power among a few families, stifling competition and mobility. Weak institutions, slow courts, inefficient bureaucracy discourage investment and entrepreneurship. Endless red tape and political interference make progress difficult. Underinvestment in infrastructure and agriculture keeps millions in poverty. Farmers lack support, and the country imports food it could grow itself. These problems are deeply interconnected, creating a cycle that's hard to break. The result: growth benefits the few, while the many are left behind. Breaking this cycle requires bold, systemic reform. The time for change is now. Weak institutions are the fragile skeleton of the nation. The justice system is slow and often favors the powerful, undermining trust. Bureaucracy is bogged down by red tape, making simple tasks frustrating and costly. Regulatory agencies are often captured by big business, leading to monopolies and poor services, like slow, expensive internet. These weaknesses create uncertainty, scaring off investors and eroding public faith. When rules are unclear and enforcement is weak, progress stalls. People lose confidence in government, fueling apathy and unrest. Strengthening institutions, making them efficient, transparent, and accountable, is essential. It's not just technical, it's the foundation for a just, prosperous society. Reforming these systems is the key to unlocking the nation's potential. The challenges are daunting, but hope is not lost. The Filipino spirit, resilient, creative, and united, remains the nation's greatest asset. History proves change is possible. The people power revolution toppled a dictatorship through collective courage. Today, new seeds of transformation are sprouting. Entrepreneurs, activists, and honest leaders are making a difference. Millions of Filipinos work hard, value education, and dream of a better life. Real change demands more than one leader or law. It requires a shift in mindset and collective action. Citizens must demand accountability and participate in nation building. The business community must invest in the country's long-term health. Government must show the will to reform. The journey is long, but the possibility of a brighter future is real. The spirit of hope is alive, waiting to be reignited. Together, Filipinos can build the nation they deserve. The path to prosperity starts with a relentless fight against corruption. Strengthen anti-graft institutions and enforce transparency in all government dealings. Swiftly prosecute corrupt officials and recover stolen wealth. Invest massively in education and healthcare. Raise teacher pay, modernize schools, and build universal healthcare. Modernize infrastructure and agriculture. Connect rural areas, support farmers, and ensure reliable electricity. Break up monopolies and simplify bureaucracy to unleash Filipino entrepreneurship. Attract high-quality foreign investment in manufacturing and technology, not just call centers. These steps require consistency and political will. With bold action, the Philippines can unlock its vast potential. A richer, more equitable nation is within reach. The Philippines story is one of promise and disappointment. But it's not over. The nation's true wealth lies in its people's resilience, community, and hope. The dream of a first world Philippines lives in every Filipino who wants a better future at home. Real change needs courage, unity, and a new generation of leaders with integrity. Every citizen has a role, by voting wisely, demanding accountability, and living with honesty. The Pearl of the Orient's luster can shine again. A just, prosperous Philippines is possible, built by the will of its people. The road is long, but the future is a blank page. Together, Filipinos can write a new chapter of hope,